This is the Kathryn Dunn Show. Welcome. We've got Nelson with us today, everybody. Yeah, Don. So Nelson Morgan, Don Slovan, Matt Capazzi, Elaine Vario, my mom, Lucy Dunn, and I'm here, and so is Bull. There's a cat over here who's waiting to wreak havoc rather. So we'll see how that goes. Welcome, everyone. Mitzi Cam.
Too hot for in Florida.
Let's get a full Mitzi Cam. This is good.
That's making major clicking noises.
Yeah, something is making major clicking noises, but we did just get a full Mitzi Cam. Excellent. Welcome. How is Florida? You're muted. That must have been the clicking. You. So we'll just interpret what he's saying. It's good. Mitzi's been all right. She didn't.
Yes, it's been really wonderful. Mitzi doesn't know anything. She just says, "Well, yeah, you know."
Mom says hi.
I mean,
I don't know if you can hear us, but we cannot hear you, Matt. And I don't even think you're muted. I think it's whatever happened with your audio. All right, let's do my mom's favorite thing on the planet. It's called
Light ASMR.
Guess what I'm drinking based on how it sounds. Or you could just guess what my mom's drinking based on what it looks like. Coffee. Is it coffee? Is there anything anyone wants to whine about in a whisper? No. Okay. No complaints. That's good. Now we're moving on to a new segment brought to you by Don Slovan, where we're going to, it's improv. He's been working on a project and we're all involved and we're about to show it to you.
Yes, that's right. We've been working on how to be constructive bears, because we've been looking at the bear population and realizing that the bears and the cockroaches are going to take over the world in the future. So the more we can be bears, the more we're going to survive as a species.
And here's a segment from that thing he's been working on.
Hi, guys. I'm a bear today. And these are also bears. And now I'm going to eat a roach. Why? Because they're not bad. They're food.
Yeah. And I don't eat honey anymore. Honey's not good for you.
Wow. Hi, No-Face Bear. I'm Pink Bear, played by Tucker. So,
yeah.
I was eating... Go on.
No, I was waiting for you to... Because if you talk at the same time, then
Yeah, no, I get you, man. I get you. So, yeah, I was thinking, you know what this bear den needs?
What?
More roaches.
More roaches.
Yeah!
More bears. More bears.
Whoa! You look like a strange bear.
You look like a loser bear.
Wow, that's mean. It's not nice.
Yeah, that's really mean.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's so early in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cranky when he can't hibernate.
Yeah.
Do you guys see my name on the back of my jacket?
No.
No.
You don't?
Needs more light.
You have to step back a little bit from the camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Light.
Find your light. Like in rehearsal, find your light. And Matt will be bringing us his story in Morse code.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really is.
I just want to be clear that everything worked before we started rolling. I'm a bear.
I wasn't a loser.
What?
I wasn't a loser. Fault.
Probably everything is the cat's fault, except for what isn't, because cats are great. Even
except for what?
Yay,
whoa!
Cats are great. Yes.
You look like a crazy bear too.
Looks like a cockroach to me.
Wow. Wait a minute. If you guys look like bears, that must make us the roaches. Oh my god! No face bear is molting! Ah!
And that was Don Slovin's piece about the bears and the roaches. He's worked really hard on it. Please write your reviews, send them in. He wants to know. Oh no. Looks like that roach is eating a man. An exercising man?
Uh-oh.
Is that true?
What?
Let's get a close-up on it.
Here's some.
I don't see it.
I'll show you. Well, you won't see it, but our viewers will see. Oh, it's a policeman, maybe.
Eaten by a roach?
Yeah, a molting
Ew,
roach.
Nice.
Yeah. There you go. That was a think piece that we just shared with you. I will say,
Definitely roached.
if you've never seen a roach molt, I don't recommend it. We sprayed once for roaches. We don't have the problem that we had when he first moved here. I blame myself. He's managed to get rid of the problem, but we had a problem when he moved here, and he sprayed, and then all of a sudden I saw like a roach coming out of its skin, and I'm like, oh my god, he poisoned them so good, their like skin is falling off. And I'm like, wait a minute. On the off chance that that's not what's happening, I'm gonna Google, and that's when I found out that that's how they grow.
What you mean that's how they
molt?
grow?
Meaning a roach will come out of its skin and then like be white,
Bigger.
and then bigger and turn into a roach again.
Is
They
that
do this
right?
forever? Forever until they get really big?
I guess so. Yeah, roaches
Or they
molt.
die.
So if you guys
They
like
just-
They
sleeping,
never die.
They never die. Roaches and Cher, they're gonna survive the apocalypse. And apparently so did we, guys. Congratulations, we survived the apocalypse. But yeah, that's true, Mom. Google it. I know you love roaches. She's scratching
I love
herself. She hates them.
I love them.
Yeah.
Catherine,
Nobody
do you-
likes
Roaches can survive anything. Like I have roaches. I'm in New York. That's the way it goes. But like I had put like some I was making something in the microwave, right? And I must have had it on like 5 minutes. And I opened up the door,
No.
and the damn roach comes out of nowhere going. "Doo, doo, 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 doo."
Ugh.
5
The
minutes in a microwave.
hors d'oeuvres in
Didn't
there
even
were
burn 'em.
lovely.
That microwave would be outside on the curb in
No.
about 2 seconds.
No,
Oh,
I've never
sweetie,
seen-
sweetie, you live in New York. You know they're everywhere.
No, they are not in my
No, I
toaster.
don't
They are
have
not
them.
in my microwave. I know that much.
No.
That's a
No,
lot,
Jeff
Don. I'm
sprayed.
sorry you had to deal with
And we
Well,
get it.
one-
Yeah.
One was living in my mother's dishwasher. I got rid of it.
When?
It
Just
took me-
now?
Yes, it was living there.
No, what do you mean living there? What do you mean? I'm uncomfortable.
Like I opened up the dishwasher and
No.
like there it is,
No.
and then I'd close it, and it would go away. I'd wash the dishes. A day later, I'd open up the there it was. Anyway, I eventually got it. Hasn't been back.
No.
They
Oh,
love
didn't-
water.
No.
It didn't.
No.
It didn't have a family
Dishwasher also on the whole.
Which is
also would
very
be out on the
surprising.
curb.
because they usually where there's one, there's many.
Yeah, okay, so somewhere in Roach, Sylvania, there's a little like missing poster of that poor roach, like on a post.
Not
Yeah, and,
and her
Florida-
cat do it.
What's the
Her
other
cat-
animal that sheds its skin? There's another animal that does that.
Snake.
Snakes,
Snakes.
Hey,
lizards. I've
Snake,
seen them do it.
lizards.
Lizard.
Reptilian humans, part of the Illuminati.
Yes.
Locusts.
Worms.
Oh yeah.
Worms.
I think reptilian-y things do that.
If we're
Like-
counting metamorphosis, you got
Bread.
butterflies and moths.
Fred, I think, does
Yeah.
that. Fred.
Oh, a part of moving to Florida is seeing different animals.
Yes!
So I'm getting.
Yeah.
I actually yesterday I saw a frog, and they had these tiny, and there are these tiny geckos.
Yeah, I like the
so it's pretty
geckos.
cool.
The geckos you can make into earrings if you pick them up
no,
and hold them like
Elaine,
this.
No.
No, just for a minute. Just for a minute. Just
Do
for
not
a
do
fact.
this.
Just for a fact. You put them on your ear and they hold on, and I've seen girls do this.
No.
I've never done it.
Nobody's done
Yes, I've
this.
seen it.
Stop it.
You're lying. I've seen it.
I
I'm
want to
not
point out
lying.
that everything we say on this show is true. We do not fact check. Do your own research, but that is not real. Don't do that.
We don't fact check.
Yeah, we don't fact check.
And
You have
geckos
to.
give insurance.
They do. That is the truth. When I was there, Matt, I saw a lizard eating its own skin, and I got it on video, and it was amazing. My mom was very upset. We were both in the pool. I'm like,
Ooh.
look, it's eating its own skin. She's like, you need to stop. Like, you
Yeah,
have
you're
to
making fun of
stop.
earrings. You're making fun of earrings,
I
and
am
you're taking videos
watching
of them
it
eating
in
their
its
skin.
natural habitat,
Next to the pool,
appreciating
it's
it.
natural habitat.
You know, they made their
It asks for pina
choices.
colada. It asks for
And I
pina
gave it some.
colada.
The question is, what have you been drinking?
Oh, what have we
I
been
don't. She
drinking?
said coffee, right? Coffee, right?
Oh yeah, water. It's always water, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the worst at this.
I had
Okay.
Tang.
Yay. All right, guess what time it is?
What time is it?
Time for Dawn to
It's
go.
time for
Dawn.
Tattletales.
Fine.
That's right, where we all talk
I
smack
love you.
about our pets. Don, are you actually
Fine.
leaving? Or are you going to tell us about your pet before you go?
I can tell well, there's not much to say, so then I'll say, and then I gotta go.
What did Forger do?
Okay. Yeah, what if what you do this
Nothing.
week?
Forger did absolutely nothing,
What?
but that's a good thing. I'd
Aw.
rather have him do nothing than anything else, which is not so good. So
Come here.
he's just been belly aching the whole time. It's like he's the only cat I know that actually complains while he's purring.
Oh, what are his demands?
So he does that. So he does do
He
things. that he
purrs all the time. He's so sweet. He purrs all the time, but he's also grumbling at the same time. It's like, life sucks and I can't.
So does that make him a compur?
He's a compercher.
A comforter.
He's a
Uh,
compercher. Compercher.
ouch.
Gotta go.
All right, thank you, Don. Thank you.
See you later,
Bye,
Thank you,
Don.
Forger. Have a good
Way to
one.
go. Good to see y'all.
And now we've got some I gotta move things because
Oh, look at him.
yes, we've got some Mr. Cute in the house.
So bad. So bad. Let me
No,
just
he's
tell you
not.
right
Look at
off the
that
bat.
face. That's a face of a good
Is it
boy.
Okay.
Mercury Records?
Okay, I was doing a jam this morning. He would not stop barking at all for the whole hour.
So he
So
was
I was
adding
feeding him-
atmosphere. Got it.
So I was, yeah, the coyotes out west.
Thank you.
So I kept handing him some treats, and then the bag fell, so he ate all the treats almost, and then he continued to bark. So I took him outside because the jam is now over. It's an hour later, and I give up. I tried to do my taxes. He wouldn't stop barking. So I threw the computer aside and said, okay, we'll do what you want. So I took him outside and we were around the corner and he poops. And now I'm on the phone and I'm trying to pick up his poop. So I put the phone in my pocket and I reach down to get the poop and he bites some lady walking past me.
Oh.
So she goes, ew.
Oh,
So wait,
no.
so she
Whoa.
goes, ew. So I looked at her. I was like, really? Because I was already pissed off. She was wearing white sweats. So there was no blood. Okay. He's
Look,
got
he's
4
so bored
teeth.
by this.
4 teeth he's got. 4. So I looked at it, I go, really? He's got 2 teeth. I wasn't
You
gonna tell her 4.
lied. You lied.
I did lie. I was defending him a little bit. All right. I was defending. I said I think I said he's only got a few teeth or something. I don't know.
It's
I
okay.
might
You
have
said he's got 2 teeth. You're clearly lying to this woman to get out of any litigation. I
Hey,
understand it.
so she walks like 10 feet further and picks up her sweat and looks at her leg again. I go, really? Really? So then we hightailed it back this way.
Wow. So your dog assaults a woman and you're just like, really? Really?
Don't insult her.
There wasn't any blood.
There wasn't any blood. She was just being a jerk.
Wow.
She should not have come up on that. Look, that's his blind side. She came up on his
I mean,
blind
come
side.
on.
Oh my goodness.
He's
Yeah.
got 4 teeth and
She
no
asked
eyes.
for it. And she asked for it. Okay. And then she tried to play it up. I was surprised she didn't fall on the ground floundering and saying, call the doctors. I need to sue you. Because there was no problem. None. 4 teeth.
You-
Remember? Okay, 4.
You listen here, lady. He's got 4 teeth and 1 eye. What do you think he's gonna do?
Well, if you come up on his blind side, he's gonna nip at you. And I was busy, I had my back turned, and I was stoned. I
Okay.
admitted at the time, and I was in slow motion. So I was picking up the poop when I heard it, and I looked
You
and
know-
saw this lady looking at her ankle. But he's bad. See, he's
Look
bad.
at him. He's like, "Pfft, I poop on your story. Look, I'm pooping on your story.
He's like, she was
So
sketchy,
wait.
Ma. She was sketchy. Usually the people wearing black he barks at, but she was sketchy, right?
Okay, so he's so dangerous that he needs to go out with a muzzle.
Oh no.
Can you imagine?
I think it's
You
hysterical.
know what?
Do
He's,
they
Oh.
make muzzles that size?
He's so unimpressed by that. Look at him.
He says, "I bite who I want to bite." That's what
And,
he
then- and
says.
then look, the tongue is
Yeah.
falling out the side that has
I-
the teeth. It doesn't have the
I
teeth.
bite who I want to bite. That's what he says. I called up somebody and we were discussing it and saying he doesn't give a shit. He's gonna bite who
I
he
bet
wants.
you-
He doesn't.
and
I bet
he's-
you that lady needed biting.
She
and
had it
he will-
coming.
and he will be muzzled tough.
That's
Aw.
too funny. But it's
That sounds
true.
like a brand name. I like that.
I don't
That's a
know.
good
The
one.
animals,
Sell those.
they
Sell
have
those
it.
muzzle toughs.
They
Muzzle
have it,
tough.
yeah.
I get it now. Like Mazel Tov? Muzzle tough?
Yeah.
Got it.
Muzzle tough.
My God.
It's a celebration
Anyway.
of my dog, Muzzle Tough.
And he was so bad. He was so bad. Okay, he's just bad.
He's not bad. Look at him. He can't be bad. He can't look like that. Look at that. That's a good
It's off
dog.
the table.
Look at
Hey,
him.
look, he's breathing heavy. He's got to get his hair cut because he's too hot. He's
Oh.
too hot.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
he's so cute.
He is.
Oh,
Too hot. Too
so
hot.
good.
Tell them I want to
So
bite someone. I
good.
want to bite someone. See, maybe that's it. Maybe he just had to bite someone. It's been too long.
Yeah. He's been quiet lately. He's been saving it.
He's
'Cause
like a
I'm
vampire.
Saving all my barks for you.
Ooh.
Yeah. All my bites even. How's
Oh.
Mitzi doing? Matt, are you with us? Oh dear.
Matt's blurry.
Oh, he's blurry.
Yeah.
Are we on tattles? Because let me tell you something. I got a cat I want to tattle on.
Oh, please
I'm
do.
so tired.
Yeah, tattle.
No, she's just, it's like enough of her. It's whatever I put down, she has to sit on it.
Aw.
Has to. But it's
Try an
not
ice
like
pack. Try an ice pack.
it should sit on it.
My,
If I was using it, she'd sit on it. It's like right now I've got, anyway, I can't do anything because she's like right here.
is she there? Show us.
Oh, I just moved her. Let's
Show
see how
us
long
the
it lasts.
cat.
If I make her come back, that means then she'll be very confused.
Yeah, you mixed
Okay,
signals.
don't call
I
her,
can't
don't
believe you
call her.
had her to show us and then didn't.
No, I couldn't show you because she's like sitting on this, whatever.
She's the cameraman. She's the camera op.
All
So,
right, Matt, can we hear you yet? What's this thing?
Oh, can you hear me?
My mom is
Yes.
telling a story,
Wow.
Elaine.
Sorry. I
Um,
thought she was done picking on
No,
her
she
poor
just
cat.
said
That's just like
so.
this.
yeah.
So,
Were you gonna say something,
Oh,
Lucy? Or were you
so,
done?
go ahead,
No.
Lucy.
No.
okay.
no.
Okay, so she's
on
telling on her
Yeah.
cat. Matt, tell
I
us.
ruined it.
Sorry.
So on the way from Chicago to Naples, we stayed at a hotel in Nashville and then a hotel in Atlanta. And at the hotel in Atlanta,
Uh-oh.
Mitzi actually cut a hole in the bottom of the mattress and climbed inside.
They do that.
Yeah. Oh my God. I let the front desk people know because you have to put down like a deposit.
Oh, you silly.
But it was like, I mean, it really became like an issue because I had to like check out by a certain time, and
And you couldn't get him
It's
out of
like-
the bed?
I was literally tearing up the room. I was just
Did
like,
it find her?
I was like, I had to take the mattresses off, I had to take the bed apart, and I was just like, but and then we get here and we get to Naples, and unfortunately she does the same thing to one of the beds here. So she's been I don't know.
Just,
She doesn't
Not
like
a-
moving.
She's been a cat
And-
lately.
well,
What's her
that
name?
the car ride
Oh,
is
Mitzi.
Her name's Mitzi.
So,
And
I-
she's
go on.
hiding right now.
well, she was being cute earlier.
the car ride's
Yeah.
difficult for them.
And she's just being a Mitzi.
Huh.
Yeah.
A Mitzi.
I don't get it.
Mm,
I know exactly what you're talking about, Matt, because Tony right here did the exact same thing. She almost killed me. It was almost an identical story. So yeah, we're in a motel. I don't think they made us do a pet deposit because I went to Dunn, North Carolina. That's my last name, everybody. And I went just because it was my last name. Like I had no strategy whatsoever. Like there's strategy when you do a road trip, like you go halfway and then you stop. But I was just like, I'm stopping and done. I think I've said this story before. I apologize if you've heard it, but so my dog is ready to go. Trixie, she's like in the car seat. Like we're supposed to be out by 12. So like 11:50, I'm like, all right, girl, let's do this. And I did not account for cat time. So my dog's like, yeah, let's go. Perfect. She's perfect. She's a lady. And it's her birthday this Tuesday. Happy birthday.
Travel.
What?
Best travel animal ever.
She really is. She's a goddess. So I'm like, I'm spoiled. I've lived with this dog at this point, I guess like almost 10 years maybe. And then the cat comes along and she's completely different. So I didn't account for this at all. And then I go back in to get my cat that I know I brought. I know I brought a cat and I can't find this cat anywhere. And I'm like, no. I took her out of the container because she was pissing in the car, the rental. Sorry, guys, if I rented a car from you. That's that smell. So I tried to get it out. I got like nature's miracle or whatever. But anyway, so she's just gone. And I'm like, what? Am I leaving this random place without my cat? Like, what's going on? Like, where did she go? Did she run away? Does she not love me anymore? Like, is our relationship over? That's a way to fucking tell me. So I'm really upset about it. But I like look in the bathroom. I'm like, she's got to be in the bathroom. And there's nowhere she could be in the bathroom. I'm like, but this is crazy. Then I start looking at that door that they all have to like the other rooms. I'm like, did somebody come in here and steal my cat? No, that's crazy. So it's like, what could it be? And then I'm like, what? And then I start looking and there's a lady trying to come and clean it. They like gave me an extra hour because I had come so late that I was like, okay, it was like supposed to be 11, but now it's 12 and it's like almost 12. And I'm like, I'm sorry, lady, just give me a minute. I then like look under the bed, just like you said, she cut a hole or there was a hole there to begin with, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the box spring, and it's a king size bed. So it's 2 box springs or 2 mattresses or whatever, like put together. I think it was 2 mattresses. I mean, 2 box springs and 1 mattress. And and she's like in one of them, and I see like this like horde of black mass move, and I'm like, oh god, is that bed bugs? Like, what is that? I was like really creeped out, and there's like spider webs because they don't check this, and I'm like, oh god. She looks at me, she's like, meow, and I'm like, what are you doing to me? And she just like, she doesn't want me to get her, so she goes up and into the other box spring. I'm like, you're a monster. So
Is there an end to this story?
No, there's no end to the story. I then pull the bed off. It's like the bed is here, the box spring's there. It looks like a rock star literally died in there. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy. You know, right? You know the look. So I finally get her, and I have to like struggle to get her in her little box because you know they don't like it. They don't want to be in it. But if I don't put her in it, she's gonna pay all over the rental. So I then have to put the whole room back together as best I can and just be like, yeah, lady, nothing happened. Have a good day. Good luck with that.
In the business of furniture, it's called the split box spring.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Catherine.
Yeah.
That is a great catastrophe.
Yeah, that's right, Nelson.
Knew that was coming, Nelson. Knew that was coming.
Yes, and I will say this: when I was driving, my friend and I have had a great debate. Our dog's funnier, our cat's funnier, and I had Trixie for years at this point. And I'm like, no, dogs are funny. Trixie's very funny. Her jokes are very heady. They're thinkers, but they're brilliant. And I was like, no, I appreciate her comedy. She's a genius. And then I realized that like I started picturing that meow that my cat did, and I got like craffing. My eyes welled up. I was crying and laughing with tears because it was so funny. Like it hit me how hilarious it was that she had done this to me that I almost literally died, thereby making cats funnier because she kills. She literally kills. Her jokes kill. I was sad about it because I had to like give the crown from the Trixie to the Tony. And I'm still not okay with it. Trixie's not okay with it. It is a different type of humor.
Ever seen a bloodhound sniffing the ground and walk into a fire hydrant? I beg to differ.
They're hilarious.
Just can't
Have
beg to
you
differ.
ever seen a corgi start a fight with a bigger dog, go get water, and then go on the other side of the glass to continue that fight?
I love that.
Different kind of comedy.
That.
It's very heady. You got to think about it.
Because my corgi would bark at little dogs on the street. And then when she saw like a pit bull, she would make believe she didn't see him and go to the other window. And I'm like, come on, Cutlet. We know you saw that dog. Yeah.
That's like
Elaine.
me and the lady whose car I hit.
That's right, because that makes her courageous.
Ooh, courageous.
I love that video. That's the funniest video from this week is the corgi barking at I guess it's a golden, like glass doors. And then the corgi walks inside, past the golden, who makes believe doesn't see him walk inside, takes some water, goes back outside, and they both start barking, growling at each other through the glass again. It's pure comic magic. It's magic.
It is. It definitely is. I did hit a car. I did hit a lady. She didn't stop at a stop sign, and I got in her blind spot, and I slapped the back of her car because I was real mad and feeling real courageous. And then she stopped her car because she thought she hit something. I then continued walking, and I was like, oh man, I'm usually not so ballsy. And I was like, kind of worried, like, is she going to be mad? Like, what am I thinking? And then she like drove up and then stopped. And then I was like, uh-oh. Well, I'll just continue like I didn't see her. And that's when I realized that I'm also part corgi, right, Elaine? We decided my DNA, I'm probably a corgi because I like start shit and then just like pretend it didn't happen.
But
yeah,
you could have done the old New Yorker, I'm walking here.
I think I did say that. I think I literally said that, but I don't think she heard that. You know what I mean? I think she just heard the slap. All right, do we have any uplifting animal news, Elaine Vario?
Oh shoot, I did. Wait a second. Does that screen open anymore?
I know that
Nope.
Flacco, the Central Park owl, I think we already said this. He's living in Central Park now, doing his thing, and I think we mentioned bodega owls. This all happened already 2 weeks ago. So what's new?
wait. I had it.
Oh, I'll just vamp some more. Yeah,
vamp some more.
Sad story. Give me a minute.
Do you not have a? Does Nelson not have an animal?
Oh, Nelson, you got any animals you want to tell us about?
I don't have an animal. I'm a grandfather to 2 dogs, but I don't have my own animal.
A grandhuman.
Yeah, that kind of counts.
You got any stories? What do they do?
Wow, I do a lot of dog sitting.
And are they good for you?
Well,
or are they bad for you?
You know, one of them is about 14. I think she's getting ready to be 14 years old, so she can't hear, and you really have to work to take care of her. But I've been around her since she was 4 months old, so kind of have a history there. And so her name's Rain. And then my son.
Sorry, I was trying to stop it.
And then they have another dog that's named Shipley that's like 2 years old. And you talk about an energetic, everywhere, all over the place. She meets you at the door and jumps up and hugs you. And, you know, she's a pretty good sized dog. And she likes to sit in your lap. And it's definitely a lap full of dogs.
Yeah, that's not tattletale. They didn't do anything wrong. They just were dogs.
They're perfect.
Okay, the story I put up on TKDS Uplifting Animal News is about a crook. Well, he's not a crook. He's a cop. He's a crooked cop. He's a German Shepherd. I'm trying to get the spoiler name.
I know
he's a German
story.
Shepherd. Yeah, he's a German Shepherd, and they left him in the lunchroom, and they went out to the front desk or whatever they do in Copville, USA, and they came back and their lunch was gone. So they took pictures of this dog in front of the numbers, mug shots of this dog, and the dog's in trouble. I mean, real trouble. I think he's in I think he should be in real trouble, but.
Well, that's because you're a monster, Elaine. You think your perfect dog is bad.
He bit a lady today.
Yeah, she had it coming. Okay? I don't know what for, but she had it coming.
She had it coming.
The stray dog they found in the Poconos has found a home, just so nobody has to worry about it.
Hey.
It looked like my brother's dog, so everyone was calling it Cooper #2 or something. So he's got a home. So I was worried about that. That was the phone call I took when Lucy was talking to me because it was an emergency. So I had to make sure that there was uplifting news about that poor dog. Anyway, I just wanted to see if I could find out the spoiler alert on that dog's name in the Wyandotte Police Department. It's in Michigan. Should have known. Michigan's been fucked up lately. Michigan and Tennessee are off the charts. I just want to say. I thought Florida was bad. But Michigan
Florida's
and Tennessee,
bad.
But Michigan and Tennessee are off the charts. Tennessee, did they just
Don't sleep
outlaw
on West
drag?
Virginia.
Really? What are they doing? I know
Ah.
they outlawed drag queens, I think, in Tennessee. I don't know how you could do that. It's just people dressing up. I don't know how you can just ignore that they exist. But anyway, so this was dogs should be put away. Lunch should be bought on the dog's should work payment. I mean, the dog works for the cops. They could take it out of his salary.
Well, it's a good
That's
thing
what
I'm
I think.
representing this dog who is innocent. And anything that may have happened that this dog did not do, but if they did it, it would have been the fault of the humans. Case closed.
Believe it.
Innocent.
What, for leaving their lunch and setting them up? Yeah, it does sound a little bit like
Entrapment.
they were set. Yeah,
I'm gonna
it
get
does sound
them for entrapment. At best, negligence. So let's come at me. Come at me.
Dog entrapment. It's very easy to entrap a dog with food. Let's just all admit that now. I don't know about cats, but dogs are easily led.
It depends on the cat.
Okay, so
Joey is easy to do.
just put food
Just
out,
give
he'll
him
do
food.
whatever.
That's it. He's a dog.
He's a cat dog.
He's a dog.
And there was the other uplifting news I think we threw on the page was the whale being born in San Diego in the water next to the boat, which was kind of cool that they have a whale and next to it. I don't know whether anybody was singing whale songs and making them feel comfortable, telling her to push. I don't know if they did any of that, but they got a baby whale next to the whale, next to the boat that they were in.
Precious.
So.
I have some not so uplifting animal news. Lancaster Farm Sanctuary had a break-in. Somebody tried to steal one of the residents, and now they need a new security system. They're trying to raise, I think, $10,000 to do that. So if you want to help them with that, please do. Their Venmo and their PayPal are like at Lancaster Farm Sanctuary or LANC at LANC Farm Sanctuary. So send them some dollars just so they can get that up and running. And then also another news, Farm Sanctuary up in New York, not Woodstock, the one that I'm the most obsessed with, but Farm Sanctuary had a situation with, or is it the Gentle Barn? Oh dear, look it up. I apologize. I believe it's Farm Sanctuary, but it could be Gentle Barn. Had a situation with a roof collapsing. So if you can help them, please do. And as always, check out Woodstock Farm Sanctuary if you can. And now it's time for... With Nelson Morgan. What is it you'd like to share with us today? Anything?
Do I have to share?
You don't, but you were telling us that you were a football player.
Well, yes. I'm actually enjoying the XFL games that are playing right now. Reminds me of my time when I played semi-pro and actually made all-pro at offensive guard and have played, I think, 17, 19 seasons, something like that. I could count them. But anyway, I've been playing sports since I was 4. And so I don't know, you guys can guess how many years that is.
Well, wait a minute. So I think you're a
Mm.
dancer and a football player. So do you ever get those two things confused?
Oh no, you listen, to be a good football player, and I tell everybody this, you got to have good footwork, especially if you're a pulling offensive guard. You got to be able to use your feet. So the quicker that you have and the more movement you have, the better off you are. So dancing is incredibly important. And I tell people that and they say, oh, it's not, but it's incredibly important to have rhythm. And people say, well, I can't dance. If you know music, you can count the beat. If you can count the beat with your feet, you're a dancer.
That's true. I mean, I watch a lot. I watch a lot of football, and there's a wide receiver on the Bills named Stephon Diggs, and he absolutely embarrasses defenses. He is so good with his feet. It literally looks like he's doing the cha-cha. He's got these moves, and you could put music to it, and he makes defensive the defender just look really dumb, and he just fakes him out. And I mean, like other wide receiver, just with being good with your feet, something that wide receivers have to do sometimes is keep the ball in bounds. So they're like stretched like all the way over here to get the ball, but at the same time they want to keep their feet in bounds, and they make ridiculous catches. It just doesn't look possible, but they're just like, I don't know, their balance is so good that they can like stretch and keep their feet in bounds, and it's incredible.
I think some even take ballet or yoga to get better at football. Or I heard that. I don't know if
I
that's
believe
true.
it.
Because I don't know sports.
Oh, Nelson, are there any football players that played in your league that may have gone up to the NFL that we might have heard of?
You know, I can't. You asking me that was what, almost 50 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're older than I thought. Were you 10?
Well.
4. He said 4.
Okay.
Well, you know, if I was a senior in high school, I'd be 17. So you come there 4 more years. Anyway, close to 60 years ago, 55, something like that.
Crazy.
Yep. You guys have to realize I was born in 1955.
Oh, okay. You are older
Oh, you
than I
beat
thought.
me.
Still younger than me.
Just.
Wow.
So you used to play football. So what hobbies are you pursuing these days?
You know, I'm still dancing. I still dance and perform. In fact, I was at a wedding last Sunday night, and they were playing all kinds of music. So they were dancing all kinds of dances to it. And then they played some bachata, which is my favorite. And there was a person that I was on a dance team with her. She now lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It was her sister, well, it was her niece that got married and everything. And so we got up and started dancing, and the whole place, the floor just stopped. And everybody watched us dance bachata.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is.
So I can still dance today. I can still move my feet.
You say machata, I say potato. Just saying.
Potato. Bachata.
Machata.
That reminds me that it's time for...
Ooh, that reminds me.
And the word to get started is bachata. Bachata reminds me of, I actually think the dance is Step Step P, which is also the thing that Mr. Cute does, where you're like Step Step P, like if you're doing salsa, it's like Step Step, maybe, I don't know, something like that.
No, it reminds me of him
that
doing
was that.
kick. It's kick, P. Kick, no.
Step,
Kick.
step, step, tap, step, 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 tap, step, 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 tap, step, 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 tap. That's bachata.
Oh.
Okay, so
Nice.
yeah, I feel like salsa. Somebody told me that salsa was like Step Step P or something like that. That was that reminds me. And now it's time for
I can't dance.
Stupid-oo.
What now?
Where we bring you a completely random and anonymous couple's gripes and have you settle it. Remember, there are no right or wrong answers, and it's completely anonymous, but we want you to tell us who's right and who's wrong. Not that anybody is right or wrong. All right. The question today is, I'll read it off the piece of paper because this is sent in from our viewers and not made up. Yeah, so my partner and I like to watch a show, and every time something dramatic happens, my partner goes, ooh, or ooh, or ooh, or barks, and I find it incredibly annoying. Who's right and who's wrong?
You're wrong. You should start saying ooh, or bark.
Okay.
Nobody.
Because we used to always watch, and it got to the point where something exciting happened, and we'd go uh-oh, and then you all of a sudden start saying uh-oh at the same time as somebody else is saying uh-oh, and everybody in the room is saying uh-oh. He's really saying uh-oh right
So
now.
that sounds like a more fun time if you're oohing together.
Yeah. Or say uh-oh. Uh-oh works too.
That's a good one. Anyone else?
Well, when I'm watching TV with someone, I tend to bark. Like I'll kind of like I'll bark and howl at different points. That's just what it's like watching TV with me. So I haven't gotten any complaints.
Nice. Nelson, Mom, anyone got opinions?
No.
Okay.
So when you watch
Thank you.
TV alone like I do, it doesn't really make a difference what you ooh or ah about.
I mean,
Nobody-
it's not like
Nobody's listening.
okay, here's the thing. I don't like if you're in a movie theater for people to be talking. That's something else. The ooh and the ah, I don't know. I cry at movies. I make noise. I can't answer. That's not it's not like anyone's giving the plot away.
Uh-oh. I like uh-oh. I like uh-oh for a
So-
lot of things.
Go on.
No, I was just gonna say, uh-oh. You said ooh. Is this really loud so that it stops everything and you can't hear the next sentence? Or is
Yeah,
it
that.
Or
Or
is
is
it
it-
perfectly timed?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna change my answer. I would prefer that someone uses actual words, like actually says something instead of just making noises. I would be like, I would rather someone say something,
Yeah.
and then I could agree or
sure.
disagree, and we can maybe talk about it. But I mean, what can I do?
Stop.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm
Stop.
sure that's a distraction.
No, I think Matt's right. I think that somebody who adds flavor and color to the experience is better at watching shows than the person who's like, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Why do you do that? Where'd you even come up with that? Why do you have to keep doing that?
Vanilla.
Uh-oh.
That's right. You
Uh-oh.
all agreed with me. Haha, I tricked you. We've been watching Designated Survivor, and like every line is like an ooh. Like they'll just be like yada yada yada, and I won't something. You know what I mean? Oh, and one of the things that he loves to say is like, you're just gonna have to trust me. I'm asking you to trust me. And like, I don't know. Anyway, so every now and then or every 5 minutes, I'll go, ooh, because they'll say something so like, it's like commercial. It was made for commercial break. So like the commercial break is always like an ooh, but then it fades to black. So I have time to ooh. And then also, there's like moments where there'll be like, clearly there's sexual tension, and I'll be like, they want to fuck. And he's just like, why do you do that? Why do you keep doing that?
Because they want to
Meanwhile,
fuck.
He's like, so and so is going to become yada yada. And then when it becomes true, he's like, see, I was right. So everybody wants to say their thing.
True.
Yeah. So I'm right. I mean, the person who's not. I mean, the person
Yeah,
who
that
is
person.
oohing is right. So reader, you're right. Writer, you are incorrect, right? The person who wrote this is wrong. You should just be nicer, and you should ooh with your partner, you boring person. Okay, next segment. Where we ask my mom anything.
You gotta make breakfast in the morning.
No, I won. You make
I
breakfast.
knew it.
Lucy, what breakfast
Uh-oh.
should he make in the morning for me?
It doesn't make any difference because if the eggs aren't cooked enough, if the whatever is whatever, if you use the
So I'm
I don't
hearing
know, Gabby.
just eggs is what he should make. It's a vegan egg product. And he should make it with some vegetables. Thank you. And avocado. Lucy, you are correct. That is a good breakfast. I like the way
Wow.
you're thinking.
Oh, God.
And maybe some tofu, some crunchy tofus. That's a good breakfast.
Oh.
With mushrooms. There's definitely going to be mushrooms. All right. Next question for my mom.
Lord,
Lucy,
Yes.
Elton John or Billy Joel?
Ooh, I know the answer. This is a
oh,
no-brainer.
Elton John.
Do you like Billy Joel?
I mean, I can't even. Elton John.
Yeah. I was like, okay. David.
I've actually seen Elton John in concert quite a few times, and let me tell you something about Elton John. First of all, when he's up there, you can't imagine that a piano can do what he makes a piano do.
Absolutely.
Was I even alive yet?
No,
Yeah. Were you on drugs?
I'm sure.
Yeah. So was the piano doing things, or were you seeing things?
No. What he can make that piano do, pianos don't do. He does it standing up, upside down, jumping on it, doing whatever. You know that movie that, okay, he really does that. but that's not the part that's amazing. The part that's amazing is when he's playing the sounds. How can you have 5 hands going at once?
Okay, that sounds like drugs, Lucy.
No.
She
No.
is being real. Yeah,
He's got
that's
5 hands.
I've seen
No.
them both. They're both good in their own ways. I've seen them both.
Come on. It's Elton John.
they're
Now,
simply
Elton John's cooler, but I've seen Billy Joel do
Okay,
some
the
shit
thing
that
with
I
the
didn't
piano,
expect.
is what I'm saying with the piano accurate or not?
it is.
Yeah, he's
Billy
magic.
Joel
makes
only
that
plays
piano
one piano.
Things- Yeah, he can play 2 at once.
Exactly.
He does have more than
Yes.
one song. But it's not that. He's only got 2 hands. Well, he does use his feet, I guess.
Yes.
4
Yeah, he
hands.
uses his feet.
That's
Kind of,
amazing.
yeah.
but it's the sound that comes out of it that's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
What's the greatest concert you've ever been to?
Oh, well, I've been to the Rolling Stones, so stop there.
Nice.
Just because it was the Rolling Stones and because I was sitting like, eye distance from Mick Jagger because we spent the night out to get the tickets. And we had like opening and closing nights. And it was the one where the stage came down like a star at Madison Square Garden. And he was holding on to the star. And when he came down, his eyes are blue like yours. And you could see him at a distance.
Is Mick Jagger my dad?
But I wasn't.
No.
I'm sorry, but no.
You could have lied to me.
Well, if you weren't the spitting image of yours, it would have been easy.
Ah. It's true, guys. I really do look like my dad.
I want to ask this one. What was your first concert? Because I ask people that all the time.
I think I know
and then
this one.
what was your first concert?
First concert. My first concert. Oh, God. My first concert. I don't remember.
It wasn't the Beatles?
Well, yes, but the Beatles were in England.
So what does that mean?
So you weren't
It
there?
wasn't a concert. They were at the Palladium. Wasn't the concert.
Okay. So you saw the Beatles before they came here, but it wasn't your first concert.
It was not a it was not a concert. It was at the Palladium.
I don't
They
know.
were playing. It was at the Palladium. They were playing for like the Queen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not the Palladium in New York, the Palladium in England.
No. The Palladium in England in November of '63, before Kennedy died and before the Beatles showed up in the States.
Did the Beatles kill Kennedy?
And really,
Let's start a rumor.
Yes, you heard it here.
Do you know? I told the kid the other day that my first concert was Sonny and Cher.
Was it true?
And he said, who are they? And I wanted to kill him. So I said, fucking Google it. I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
did he know? But you didn't even know Cher.
I said, I got you, babe. Look it up.
He didn't know Cher.
What can I tell you? They're kids. I deal
Wait,
with this.
he didn't know Cher.
No, he didn't know who
Well,
Sonny and
here's
Cher.
something. You know he's not gay.
They were Ranger fans. I don't know. They're pretty testosterone filled.
Do you remember the time that I was on a plane and I was talking to the steward, and I think Neil wanted to know if he was gay, so he's like, ask if he likes Barbara.
Well, that was always a test.
Yeah, I think that happened. Neil wanted to know, and I was like, I don't think he likes Barbara, but he likes Madonna. I think he's gay.
Hey,
Yeah.
New version.
I think that was when we discovered that things had changed. Any more questions for my mom? Okay, and now it's time for...
On this day in history, nothing was solved.
With Matt Capazzi.
Oh, okay. On this day in 1558, smoking tobacco was introduced into Europe by a Spanish physician named Francisco Fernandez. So everyone in Europe stopped what they were doing and started smoking tobacco. So nothing was solved on this day in 1558.
Yay! Nothing was solved.
That's when it started.
Wow.
That's, yeah.
1558.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I swear, my computer is listening to your mom because "Sympathy for the Devil" just popped up in my thing. That's fucked up. And that's the computer, not even my phone. That's fucked up.
Time for a brief conspiracy theory. We are all living in a simulation, or the algorithms are watching. I think it's a simulation, guys. What do you think?
Ooh, his eyes really are blue. Sorry.
Nothing is real. Did it look like this?
So blue.
Wow.
We were so close that when he threw water at us, I got wet.
Like,
Yep, we're in a.
is this
I
TMI
got wet
or-
before he threw the water. I was wet before he threw the water. on.
Yeah.
Not there.
So the Splash Zone at the Rolling Stones concert. Okay, everybody. Nelson, thank you for coming. If anybody has any plugs, now is the time to share.
I have a podcast on Spotify called Matt C's Podcast. It's kind of like a deep cuts show where I play music by artists that you may have heard of, but you probably haven't heard those songs. So if you feel like listening to different music, it's called Matt C's Podcast on Spotify.
What deep cut would you play of the Stones?
I'm not familiar with. I don't know. I'll find out.
All right.
Deep cut.
I
They
want
got bowl cut.
I want to say Under My Thumb, but I don't, or Mother's Little Helper, but I don't think either of those are deep cuts.
Oh.
They were deep.
I don't know if this is a deep cut, but I like the song "Out of Tears."
Okay, that might, yeah. Nice. And Elaine, did you have something to say?
I just wanted to say "Sympathy for the Devil" is now on our Facebook page. I'm just saying.
Nice.
Because
That
his
was-
eyes are really blue.
Oh,
Sorry.
beautiful. That was definitely one of the first like Stone songs that I really got into, and it started with "Interview with a Vampire." Not that I like Guns N' Roses, but I definitely liked that movie, and I was like, oh my god, these guys did that song, mind blown, because I was a child. Not when it came out. I'm 21, but I saw it as a child.
Wait,
No.
I just wanted to say Sonny and Cher, I was 8 years old, okay, or something. All right, just so you know.
I think my
That's
first
it.
concert was Fish, but that's because I didn't really go to concerts.
Wait, but guess who opened up for them? Wait, guess who opened up for Sonny and Cher? Recently deceased Richard Belzer.
Oh, the
what?
comedy. Yeah,
That's
he used
crazy.
to do a lot. Elsa used to do a lot of comedy.
My first concert was Ned's Atomic Dustbin. I don't know if you heard of them.
No.
No. No, that's a deep cut there.
That's why you do deep cuts. You started with the deep
Yeah.
cuts. Lucy, were you going to say something? Were you pregnant at a concert with me?
Oh God, I was gonna say something, but no, that wasn't what I was gonna say. And now I can't remember what I was
I
gonna
said
say.
my first concert was Fish, and this is after I said something about Interview with a Vampire, and Elaine had shared.
Oh yes, that's it. Had to do with the Interview with the Vampire. You know, before when you said there's something about Sonny and Cher, and I said, "Who's that?" Kathryn had that with Keith Richards, with the Rolling Stones. She comes home one day. We're in Greece, And she says, Mom, I met a ghost today. You know the story. You don't know the story?
They know.
I met a ghost.
But
So I
tell
said,
it
what
again.
ghost? I'm Alexandra and Theodora's father's a ghost. So what the fuck is she talking about? Turns out the next day I'm with the mother of the friend that she was visiting, and she goes, oh, Keith and Patty Richards just love Kathryn. I'm like, Keith and Patty who? She had no idea. So I go, oh, you know that ghost? He's Keith Richards. Who that?
You didn't tell me. Someone else, a friend of the family, was like, you know, you met King Richard. And I'm like, who is King Richard? Like, he sounds dead. What are you talking about? And she's like, no, Keith Richards. And I'm like, what? She's like, you met Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones. And I'm like, what is that? And then my mom was like, girl, you need to sit down. You need to, because I was like, Mom, who is Keith Richards? And why didn't you tell me I met him? And then she was like, all right, you need to listen to all of Hot Rocks, which I think I stole.
That is not how any of that happened, but okay.
How do you remember it?
I like that accent.
How do you remember
We'll go with it. No, somebody probably with an English accent did tell her that.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of accents going on in Greece.
I can tell you who it was.
Well, I was at the magazine stand with Mick and Jerry Hall.
Nice.
And in the airport, and I just was like, they were standing right next to me, and I was trying to watch what they were getting, but then I didn't know what to say, so I was like 15, so I was like, and then they walked away, and I was like, wasn't that right next to me?
Yeah. And they go, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Lucy.
That happened with me. That happened to me too. During college, there was a band that I listened to a lot, and I was at a Kinko's. And he was in line right in front of me. And I just asked him, like, are you Dave Sims? And he said, yeah. I had no idea what to say after that. I just kind of like went back to my world. I was like,
oh, I usually tell them I love your work or love you or something like that. I shout across.
That's funny.
I told Norman Reedus, I'm glad you're not dead.
Aww. Did he die on the show? Spoiler. People.
No, he didn't. No, he's got his own.
That's
he's
a
got
weird
the spin-off
thing to just
coming.
say. Like, why would you say? Oh, because everyone else dies. Like, why would you say that?
I'm glad. No, I said something like, I hope you don't die. I think that's what I said.
All right, Lucy. The accent was more like this. Oh, Katharina, do you know that you met King Richard?
Oh, that was Rowena.
Yes, she told me.
That was already at home when you told us he was a ghost.
No, I told you that I met a ghost, and then you went to the grocery store and you were like, "No."
And then we
that
saw the
can't be
ghost.
the ghost. No. And then you talked to May, and you were like, oh, "It is the ghost."
No. I had already known from May that it was that, and then we saw him at the store.
Why didn't you invite him home for crumpets and tea? I don't understand.
Yeah, really?
Why not? I would invite him. Hey, come on home. We're having some crumpets and tea. Why not?
Yeah. Really,
and I said
really,
scary
really.
ghost man, by the way. I didn't know, but I was
Yeah,
like, his
really,
skin was
really.
gray, his hair was gray,
His
and he
skin-
was wearing a
his
long
skin-
woolen coat in Greece.
Yeah. In Mykonos, in the summer.
Yeah. Which she was already
His
mad
son-
that there was a guy in a suit in Greece.
Yeah, but really, can you imagine like that his skin cannot see the sun?
Vampire.
Keith
No,
Richards.
his skin can't see the sun.
So
He's
Keith
gonna
Richards, if you're
outlive all
watching
of us.
this,
Okay,
Gonna outlive
Nelson,
all
you see
of us.
the color of your beard? That color of your
Out.
beard? Imagine that on somebody's skin.
oh, come on.
Outlive all of us.
Why? It's not
Yeah.
that color?
He's going to
It's
He's
outlive
gonna
all of us,
outlive
though.
all of us. He's
It was
gonna
different
outlive all of us. Yeah, so don't even bother making fun of him.
Roaches and bears.
He's
And
gonna,
bears.
yeah, I was gonna say cockroaches. He's gonna be here. He's gonna kill the
Bear,
last cockroach.
Bear, Cockroach, Keith Richards. That's the future. Put your money on all of them.
I love it.
Mr. Roach, Mr. Roach and Mr. Brown,
Remember-
we're going to start us home.
Do you remember all those people that are dying of drugs and stuff like, whatever? There's a meme with Keith Richards holding up a sign going, amateurs.
Yes. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. You've all
Wait,
been.
Morgan, did you have anything to say?
Oh, yeah, do you have any
we all
plugs?
interrupt you. Any plugs, Nelson?
Oh no.
All right. You've all been amazing. This has been the Kathryn Dunn Show. Nelson Morgan, thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week. Hope to see all of you again next week. And I'm very sad about Tom Sizemore. We didn't really talk about it, but condolences to all who knew and loved him. And
All right. That was groovy.
Guys,
That
so
was
tough.
really, that was a hit right there. I mean, that was,
Charming.
that was
Charming.
classic.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.